Welcome to Đồng Nai Radio and Television Station. Here are the news today. On the 24th of October, Prime Minister Nguyễn Xuân Phúc went to Quảng Bình to directly inspect the work of overcoming floods and encourage people affected. As soon as they arrived in Quảng Bình, the Prime Minister and the delegation checked the work of overcoming the consequences of floods in Quảng Bình district, which was heavily affected by the historic flood. Mr. Nguyễn Xuân Phúc visited Hiền Ninh Kindergarten at Hiền Ninh Commune. He discussed the difficulties that caterers and teachers are facing after the flood. The Prime Minister suggested that the armed forces are directly cleaning the school and classrooms to help the school soon return to teaching and learning. The Prime Minister donated 100 million Vietnam dong to Hiền Ninh Kindergarten School to overcome the consequences of the floods. Hiền Ninh Commune is the confluence between Long Đại and Kiến Giang, which is one of the hardest hit in Quảng Bình province. During the historic flood, 7 out of 8 villages of this commune were completely flooded. After that, the Prime Minister visited Đồng Tư village, the most heavily flooded area in Hiền Ninh Commune, where 100% of people's houses were flooded to give the people gifts. The Prime Minister also visited caterers and encouraged military force soldiers under the military command of Quảng Bình province. Responding to the Fatherland Front Committee of Đồng Nai province's call to support flood victims in central Vietnam, Thống Nhất District Police just held a fundraising ceremony. All leaders, officers, and soldiers of the district police force directly supported and shared at least one day's salaries to help the people of central provinces to overcome difficulties and soon stabilize their lives. This is the act of showing the spirit of mutual love, find leaves to protect the torn leaves. The total amount raised after the launching ceremony is nearly 30 million Vietnam dong. The government has just issued Resolution number 154, amending and supplementing Resolution number 42 on measures to support people facing difficulties caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. Resolution number 154 of the government recently amended the content to support the suspension of retirement and death benefits. Employers affected by COVID-19 must reduce from 20% pay social insurance premiums or higher when the competent agency announced the epidemic, including the employee who stops working. Suspend the implementation of the labor contract and the unpaid leave agreement. When meeting the above requirements, the employee and the employers may temporarily stop paying to the retirement fund for no more than 3 months from the time of submission of dossier to request consideration of entitlement. This is also the time when employees are allowed to stop paying the survivor allowance. On the 24th of October, U.S. President Donald Trump went to the early voting in Florida, one of the crucial states where he needs to win enough votes to defeat Joe Biden. At the Palm Beach County Library at West Palm Beach, Mr. Trump wore a mask and casted ballots. At first, he suggested to vote by absent ballot, but after that, he voted. It's an honor to be voting in this great area I know so well. I voted for a guy named Trump, the president added. He has 3 more campaign rallies in North Carolina, Ohio, and Wisconsin. Yesterday, Mr. Joe Biden also went to the crucial state of Pennsylvania to convince voters. There are currently about 55 million U.S. voters in early voting, and the 2020 presidential election could see the highest voter participation rate in over a century. Shooters on the 24th of October attacked a school in Kumba City in the southwest region of Cameroon and opened fire, killed at least 6 children and injured 8 others. According to sources, the attackers used motorcycles and dressed in civilian clothing when they arrived at the school at noon. The United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs said 8 children were killed and 12 others were injured. It is not clear whether the attack was linked to tensions between the military and groups seeking to form an autonomous state called Ambazonia in Cameroon. That is the end of the news today. Thank you for tuning in.